Israeli police deployed a water cannon to disperse protesters in Tel Aviv late on Monday. For nearly 3 months, hundreds of thousands of people have taken to Israel's streets weekly to demonstrate against the proposals to overhaul the country's judiciary system.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced on Monday that he was delaying the contentious plans and said that he wanted to avoid civil war by making time to seek a compromise with political opponents. Many demonstrators saw the announcement, which followed 2 days of large protests, as a victory. Striking a more conciliatory tone, Netanyahu said that he was determined to pass a judicial reform, but called for an attempt to achieve broad consensus. The plan, coming as Netanyahu himself is on trial for corruption, has divided an already highly polarized country and galvanized a fractured opposition that was still reeling from defeat in November's elections, Israel's fifth in under 4 years. Meanwhile, tens of thousands of Israelis demonstrated outside the Israeli parliament on Monday as workers launched a nationwide strike. The demonstrations come as part of a surging protest movement against Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's plan to overhaul the judiciary. Departing flights from the country's main international airport were grounded Monday. Large mall chains and universities shut their doors, and Israel's largest trade union called for its 800,000 members to stop working. Diplomats walked off the job at foreign missions, and the main doctors' union announced its members would also strike. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday announced that he was delaying the plan to overhaul his country's judicial, saying that he wanted to avoid civil war by making time to seek a compromise with political opponents.
Netanyahu spoke after tens of thousands of people demonstrated outside the parliament building in Jerusalem. In Tel Aviv, protesters lit fires in the streets and water cannons were called in to disperse the crowds. The rally was the latest in 3 months of mass protests that have been held across Israel over Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's contentious judicial overhaul plan.